Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Benefactor Stirling GT in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we are going to be turning this thing into an HSW vehicle because we are playing on my expanded and enhanced edition character, which means that we can put HSW on this vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be smart again. If you guys saw yesterday's customization, it was on the HSW Turismo Classic, which is in the same class as the Benefactor Stirling GT. We made that thing HSW, and when I was upgrading it, I made the smart decision to not put a bunch of performance upgrades on it in this shop, rather to wait until we put the HSW upgrade on. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to be an intelligent individual. So we're going to start off with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that. For the bumpers, this thing does have a rear bumper delete that we can put on it. I do kind of like the look of it with the chrome on it though, and also if we remove it, it does add this tow hook to the front. So I'm not super sure that I actually want to do that, so I think that I'm just going to leave it alone and not do anything to the bumper. However, for the exhaust, we can change this to a titanium exhaust or a race exhaust. I really do like the look of the race exhaust, so I think that we will go for that. Why not? For the grille, we can also add some lamps to it. This thing is technically supposed to be like kind of a rally car in GTA, which seems odd to me, but anyways, it's fine. I think that this car actually does look okay with these lamps on it, so we're gonna go ahead and just add them onto the car because why not? For the hood, these are some new options that were added with the release of the Criminal Enterprises DLC back in July. So we're gonna go through here. We can go for the primary hood, primary smooth hood. We got the secondary smooth hood, the carbon smooth hood, the primary drag hood, secondary drag hood, or of course the carbon drag hood. Not a big fan of the drag hood, don't like how that looks really at all. However, what we are going to do is just go for, I guess, I don't know, I kind of like it with those like bulges on it. Oh, they actually stay if we do the primary hood. What is the difference between those options? I don't understand. Let's go primary hood, I guess, boys. Oh, I guess that allows it so that you can change the secondary color because the hood is usually secondary. So that's what that is. Okay. That's fine. Xenon for the headlights, of course, we are going to put that on, and I am planning on maybe using this thing for racing, so I am going to put the underglow on it. I typically would not do that, however, it does help with the traction on these cars, so I am going to do that. And you know what, I've kind of just decided that I do want to go for more of a race build with this thing, so I am going to put the tow hooks on it and remove the rear bumper. Let's actually do that. You know what, and if we're doing that, we could go for one of these crazy looking hoods. I've never gone for it. At the same time, I don't feel like it's accurate to what this car, you know, would have had. So I'm honestly, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. For the livery for this car, we have a lot of different options here. We have the white stripes, the black stripes. This is all new, by the way, as well, added with the Criminal Enterprises DLC. We have the white rally stripes, the black rally stripes as well. We have the offset black stripes, offset racing stripes. That is a pretty cool livery, actually. I do like that a lot. Looks decent. We got the simple white roundel, the simple black roundel, the weekend racer livery as well. We also have the track day warrior livery, kind of cool. The endurance racer, the 1,000-mile hero, the rust bucket, the barn find, the repurposed racer. We got the Yeti camo and the Stronzo racing livery. We also have the Alpine Tourer livery. We have the Drag Monster livery, the Pendulous racing livery as well, and back to none. I think that the Pendulous racing livery looks absolutely sick. However, the Drag Monster livery looks amazing. With that Benefactor text on the side, I think this looks so cool. We're gonna go ahead and put this on the car for right now. For the plate, we are gonna go yellow on black like we usually do. For the color of the vehicle, I'm thinking of going for something that's not that adventurous. Brushed aluminum. I feel like this car belongs in brushed aluminum. Maybe brushed steel, actually. You know what? Brushed steel looks even better. We're gonna go for that. Kind of want to make this thing look like the old Mercedes SL race car. There's one of these. I think there's literally one on Earth that still exists, and it is the SL race car, which is really cool. So I think that is what we're gonna go for. For the secondary color, do we want to go for the brushed? I guess, yeah, might as well. Let's do it. Doesn't change anything, but we'll put it on anyways. For the roll cage, I think that we should probably add one onto this car, considering it's a race car. Let's do it. Why not? For the roof spoiler, we can add. Oh, Yeah, we got the air brake too. We can also put on, you know, I appreciate like the thought, but like, did they think that I hope that's not accurate to real life. I really hope it's not. Yeah, we'll take that off. For the spoiler, we can do a spare wheel or a ducktail spoiler. We're gonna go for the ducktail because the spare wheel looks really dumb, and yeah, ducktail looks way better, so let's do that. For the suspension, could lower it, but there is HSW suspension, transmission, and turbo. We also have HSW options for those as well. The wheels, do we go for some tuner wheels maybe? Let's just take a look in here and see what we can see. I don't know why I like the Fujiwaras, but those are definitely not fitting with this car, I don't think. I feel like this is a hard car to choose the rims for. I feel like there's a lot of options, but there's also no options, if that makes sense. There's something about the Nebulas though. I saw them when I was doing the Turismo, and I thought that they looked great, but I didn't put them on. I am kind of tempted to try them here. I ended up going with the Tropos for the Turismo. I'm gonna take a look and see what the Tropos are looking like on this thing. Are they in the street category? No, they're in the track category, aren't they? Let's find the Tropos rims, because yeah, they don't work with this car. No. Okay, back to the street. I'm gonna put the Nebulas on this thing. I know that might not be an option that you guys like, but I think they kind of work. I don't know why. I think they just do. For the wheel color, I'm gonna go stone silver to match up with the rest of the kind of look of the car, I guess. We could put a design on these if we want to. You know, for the retro kind of look, I feel like they wouldn't have it. So yeah, we're gonna avoid that. Bulletproof tires, we will put those on. Could tint the windows, but yeah, not a big fan of it. So we'll just leave that alone. Let's take this thing outside and drive over to the HSW shop. And before we go and actually upgrade this thing into an HSW vehicle, we're gonna do a double sound test in this customization, because I know there's some people that don't like to put the turbo upgrade on their Stirling GT because it makes it sound kind of cooler. So I'm gonna let you guys hear it without the turbo versus with the turbo. So let's take a listen.
Take it.
So yeah, the Stirling GT, it is regarded as the best sounding car in all of Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm with that. I think that this thing definitely is, it's definitely up there. For me, I think this is my favorite sounding car in the entire game. I think it has the most unique engine sound in the entire game. So yeah, I really do appreciate the Stirling GT's engine sound and exhaust sound and everything. It sounds really good. Man, I hope we get more cars that sound, you know, similarly as good as the Stirling GT, because I feel like there's nothing that can really hold a candle to the Stirling GT in GTA right now. Maybe like the Shafter V12, you could argue that exhaust sound is pretty good. The Schlagen GT as well. A lot of the, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, almost all the Benefactor cars sound good, I feel like. Which, I mean, to be honest, is pretty accurate, because like Mercedes AMG in real life, I mean, some of the best sounding cars on the road, I think. So I guess it kind of makes sense that the Benefactor is a little dominant in the sound department, even on GTA. So, you know, makes a bit of sense. We're inside the LS car meet now. Let's get back in the car. I hate that it puts you out of the car. Like, maybe I don't want to get out. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's mod it. Let's hop in here. This HSW upgrade is not terribly priced, all things considered. I already know how much it costs. $900,000. Brings the total of the car up to, you know, about $1,875,000. So that's not completely terrible. Let's put it on $900,000. Okay, now we gotta upgrade the HSW brakes. We're gonna need those for sure to slow this thing down. HSW engine tune, all the way up, of course. Do we have any extra options in here? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, we have a forged carbon hood we can put on this thing. Or the forged drag hood, or the forged smooth hood. Not a fan. Does not look that good. We do have the HSW liveries. Yeah, it's gonna be a pass from me, honestly. So we'll skip that. For the spoiler, we also have these spoilers. What on earth? Yeah, no, we're good on those. We're good on those for sure. HSW suspension though, let's do that. 100%. Transmission, HSW. And the turbo, we're gonna max this thing out. We're gonna push it past the second bar of acceleration, which is nuts. I have heard that this car is extremely quick, so I guess we're gonna see that. We're gonna hop outside right now. We're gonna listen to the exhaust sound again and see what the turbo sounds like versus the regular exhaust. So we'll do that. Let's hop outside and we'll take a listen right away. So I already noticed right off the bat, this thing has some power now. Like it actually like was power sliding around that corner, which was pretty awesome to see. I've never seen a Stirling GT move that quick, and this thing is nuts. Wow, it's fast. It is so fast. Now, what's the handling like on this? Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Way better than I remember. Is that the HSW suspension that's doing all that? It must be. That is crazy. This thing is fast, yo. And it actually handles like decently. Like it's literally not like spinning out. Like it's oversteering, but it's like oversteering like a perfect amount. Like it's barely stepping out on you. It's just stepping out enough to like get the nose in and around the corner like faster. It's like perfect. This thing is sick. Wow. And I feel like you can almost drift this thing. You really can. You can drift it. Like it's like pretty easy to drift. I'm on console too, and I don't even like drift on console or anything. I mean, I don't drift on PC either, but like definitely more on PC than on console. I'm like, this is easy to slide. That is so much fun. But the nice thing is like when you don't want it to slide, it just doesn't. Like if you just decide like, no, I do not want you to slide, it's not going to. It's like, it's amazing. This car is really good. I think that the combination of the lights on the bottom with the HSW suspension and with the spoiler option that I usually don't have on a Stirling GT, I think that this thing is handling like phenomenally well. And the brakes are quite nice too. The acceleration obviously is just fantastic. I mean, that's really the biggest thing with HSW that like changes about the car is just the acceleration and the top speed. But I feel like the handling that comes with the HSW upgrades is almost like underrated. Like people don't talk about the handling enough. I mean, on some cars they get completely ruined by HSW, like the Coil Cyclone 2. That thing's awful to drive with HSW, unfortunately, but this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I'm beyond impressed. This thing it's actually amazing. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I now have this car in GTA. Yeah, I do not regret spending that money at all. 100%, this is a car I recommend picking up. This thing is impressing me like a lot. I want to have a look at the speedometer while we're on the interior here on the highway, because I want to know how fast we're going. If I can just take a look. Looks like we're doing like almost 170, which I don't know. I feel like you can't trust the GTA speedometer that much, but it does say 170, and we are flying. We are flying. I'm not gonna lie. We are certainly going very, very fast. Oh, that's so cool. The fog lights that you can add actually do light up. That is really, really cool. I actually didn't really expect that. That's dope. That's super dope. This car is absolutely awesome. I'm really impressed with this car. It is actually awesome, guys, and it sounds great. I can't hear it right now because my headphones don't work, but I know how good this car sounds, and I can only imagine, you know, driving this thing in the future when maybe I do have game audio. What an awesome car. What a good job they did with the HSW upgrade on this thing. Boys, if you're on the expanded and enhanced edition and you have a Stirling GT but you don't have the HSW upgrade on it, put the HSW upgrade on it. It is absolutely fantastic. This thing feels great. We're cruising. We're going so fast. It handles so well. It can drift, it can, you know, grip up. It's perfect. Like, I think that this is truly a really awesome car. Definitely one that I recommend. Even the regular Stirling GT, for those of you that are on last gen consoles and PC right now, I still think you should you know, pick up the Stirling GT. It's a worthwhile purchase, one of the best sounding cars in the game, if not the best sounding car in the game. Looks great. It's got some good customization now, you know, a decent amount, and I think that it's definitely one that you should not pass up on, that's for sure. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated, if not dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I hope you guys enjoyed my customization, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.